So for this last color activity, we are going to be shading forms using complementary pairs. For this first one, we're going to draw a sphere in our sketchbooks and we're going to shade it with red and green. We'll also use white for the highlight, okay? And green will act as our shadows. And red is more like our base color. It's our warm color. It's going to pop forward more. So what I'm doing now is I'm applying red around my sphere. I'm following the curve of my sphere. I applied less pressure towards my highlight, towards the top, and more pressure as I work my way down towards where my core shadow is going to go. Now I am using my white oil pastel to act as my blender. You could also use a tissue or a Q-tip, it's up to you. I just like using the white oil pastel because I feel like it makes it a lot smoother. I don't want to go farther than where my lighter pressure red went with the white, so that's as far as I went down. And then I went up a little bit more with my red and then back down with my white to blend over. Now I'm going in with my green because my green is my cool color, my color that goes back into space, my darker value. Therefore, I'm going in to apply my green where all my shadows are going to be. Now I'm going back in with my red and using my red as a blender to push these values back even more and to make them smoother. Also, overlapping red and green make darker values. This is why that we didn't put any black in your kits as well, because we're practicing using colors to make darker values. And I want to show that full range of value, so make sure it gradually fades from one value to the next. And here I'm just layering. I first went over red and now I'm going back over with green in my cast shadow to make it really dark. And also don't forget you leave a little red area at the bottom for your reflective light. And keep going back over any areas until you smooth it out to show that full range of values so that it gradually fades from light to dark. You can go back over any light areas, just make sure that you wipe it off like I just did on my scrap sheet of paper. Make sure everything blends nice and smoothly. When you're finished, just stop for now and we will continue working on the rest of our forms on Thursday and Friday. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial.